What's up, everybody? So people are wanting the tour. Let's give it to you. Let's go check out the fish room, guys. I'll flip it around, show you how we get there. So I walk out my back door there. We come across, we get a little pond over here. This is where I grow my feeders out. They'll get grown out of there. We had a big windstorm, so there's a bunch of trash and junk in there. And we open up the door. And this is what's going on as soon as you walk in. Here it is. There's a bunch of tanks down there, over there. These are all my quarantine tanks. I bought this tank as a quarantine tank, but I used it once. Now I'm just breeding guppies and watering plants with it. Got all my plants and stuff back there. Get over here. This is the 240. All the fishies in it. You guys are all bunched up waiting for me to feed them. Over here's community stuff. This is where all the guppies that are outside came from. There's still a few left in there. Rasbora het, brilliant Rasbora, and Brebensis in that one. And here we have Birchers, Bikers, Bishiers. These are the little guys, so they stay in here because they're little. Some plants and stuff that I keep. Odessa barbs, long fin black skirt tetras, one penguin tetra. That's what's in there. This is Johnny B's tank here. The Johnny B. And those are Tinglini Danios. That's a red Beckford pencil fish with a line through it there. Blue-eyed red neon rainbows there. And look how cute. Loaded with loaches. Loaches are everywhere in here. There's another kind. There's, I guess, 3 different kinds of loaches in here. So, the Johnny B likes his loaches. Africans, these are all in Buna. Holy Rock. Gotta love the Holy Rock. What else we got? Over here we have more blue-eyed red neon rainbows. Got a nice school. And then back there I've got the fricatas. It's not going to zoom in or focus. Hope that gives you a little better view. But anyway, those are fricatas, and then we have flying foxes back there. Got a little school of those. Some South Americans. You can see the fire mouse, Jack Dempsey. That right there is the Nicaraguan cichlid, male, female. There's a crayfish that lives in here. He eats all the garbage on the bottom. What else we got? 240. Kind of talked to you guys about this already. Then we come over here. It's just different aquatic plants and floating plants that I carry on the plane. I really like this tank. It's 8 feet long, 2 feet wide. And each little square is 6 inches by 6 inches, and it makes it perfect for breeding guppies like that, because the fry just kind of go right through the hole and they go to the next chamber. They wind up down there, so I can breed up here, and the babies wind up over there. Little lionhead, goldfish, just my plants and stuff in here. There's a koi, something fancy, something koi, I don't know. Some kind of koi, something or other. No, it's just plants, and then I have a little fancy goldfish in there. It belongs to my son. And you see the backside of the quarantine system. These here are just plants that I grow for me to eat eventually when they get big enough. And see, they're already starting to pepper. But I don't want that to happen yet, so we're waiting. Here we have a little goofy Oscar. He's goofy because he has a goofy face. Got Geophagus brasiliensis and a bunch of convict fry. Nobody likes to buy those because they're everywhere. Down here, this is my Cory tank. This is a 50-gallon low boy. It's made by Zoo Med. Got all my cories in here. A few guppies and lots of cherry shrimp. So cherry shrimp in there. I know the glass isn't clean, but that's what's going on in that tank. Then we got the flower horns. These guys are being quarantined right now, so that's why this is in here by himself. Mystery snails. Then we have a half moon beta. Can you say hi? Yeah, you're cute. Yes, you are. And here's the Fajaka puffer. I'll do a video on this Fajaka one of these days. Show you what he's all about. Little community tank. Yeah, it's just platies, mollies. Got a Bolivian ram in here. Plecos. There's nothing real special about that tank. Some South Americans that live in here. Convicts and just kind of everything. Just a bunch of stuff. You guys may have seen the video on these. Neolamprolongus burchardi, otherwise known as the fairy cichlid. These guys are doing good. Lots of fry in this tank, so that's always a plus. And there are lots of fry, so I'll be reducing the price on these pretty soon. You know, I had them listed at $10, but because I'm getting so many fry, we'll take that down. Then we got Banff. Banff comes with a sign. And Banff wants to kill me, don't you? Yes, you do. You want to kill me? Yes. Banff is cool. Gold Song, Green Terror, you decide. They're sold as Green Terrors, but most of the time they're Gold Songs. So he's got him and his old ladies back there somewhere. So there's Banff. And Banff is about, I want to say about 6 inches now. He'll get up to about 8.5 or 9. Still got a little ways to go. A nice big nuchal hump on his head there. And all these little snails that you see here, I feed to the Fajaka. And he gets about 5 to 10 snails a day. It just depends on how big they are when we grab them. And then we go down here. I have an empty tank there. That's why there's a big X on it. Some more fairy cichlids with fry. There's all the babies. So we got mom and dad in here, and then all their different generations of fry. About every 20 days or so, I wind up with a new batch of fry. You can see all the different sizes. And mom and dad don't eat them. They don't even run them off at this point. Everybody's just kind of like a happy family in there. Makes it really cool. I plan on doing some scaping on these tanks. Now that I'm getting the rock and stuff in that I want to use. So that's coming soon. We're gonna go tank my tank and actually start scaping these. That's an empty tank there. Flower horn. What you doing, buddy? This one's really friendly. I love it. And here's just copepods. And then I breed snails in these too for the Fajaka. Another little flower horn. He's starting to get his nuchal hump back. You see the mess that he made of his food the other day. I'm trying to put a lot of fat on these guys, so they get water changes twice a week because they make a big mess out of the food. This tannin tank right here, the tannins are caused by the alder cones that you see back there floating. And all it has in it are just cherry shrimp. Another flower horn back there. And we got a little flower horn in there. A little flower horn in there. Two in there in the corner. I'm not going to put the camera down there, it's too far down. Flower horn, flower horn, flower horn. So we have a lot of flower horns. So that's what I got going on. I don't remember how many tanks are in here, guys. It's like 30 something, more or less. So there's the fish room. Let me show you one more thing. You see the black line there above my head? Well, that's run off of that pump right there. And you can see the air line right there that comes down goes to there. So I run one pump. Almost all these tanks are run with sponge filters, so you can probably see that I have a lot of like floating debris and that kind of stuff in some of these tanks. That's why. I don't have any mechanical, it's all biological. I clean the tanks out twice a week. Everything in here gets a water change twice a week, simply because I'm running sponge filters. And when you're running sponge filters, you don't have a mechanical, you don't have any mechanical media basically. So you have to do a lot of water changes to keep the water cleared up. So anyway guys, want to thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the button right there, and we will talk to y'all soon. Oh yeah, like the video if you like what's going out. Peace!